Hello everybody, my name's Gareth MacD and welcome to a brand new airport update. This time we're at JFK Model Airport and for the first time at Terminal 2. So let's jump straight into it. Let me just fix this shutter up, that's much better. Starting off, we have an Emirates 777-300ER off to Dubai as EK203. Next to that, another 777, this time a 777-200 with Pakistan International Airlines or PIA, and that is off to Lahore in Pakistan. A Hawaiian 767-300ER with E-tops is off as Hawaiian 51 to Honolulu, that's just pushing back. Next to it, another aircraft pushing back, an American 777-200ER, this is off to Brussels in Europe, and that's just pushing out, it's going to follow the Hawaiian aircraft out. And then an Etihad A330-200 off to Abu Dhabi as EY103, a new model, and I just love their new livery, so I couldn't resist. This is one of their 2 daily flights. An Edelweiss A330-300 off to Zurich, and then if I can just find my way across, a Continental 757-200 operating with United, and this is off to San Francisco, one of the last flights that United will ever do out of JFK. Next to that, a brand new model, a Delta 737-900ER, this one's off to Fort Myers or RSW in Florida. Also a beautiful model, it's not at the gate at the moment. Passengers are just offloading on the airstairs and heading into the terminal. Some GSE parking, ground service equipment, and if we move across we can see what's on the other side of Terminal 2. Some big aircraft and 2 smaller aircraft. To start off with, if I just get around, we have a Hawaiian 767-300ER, also with E-tops, the exact same plane that's on the other side, and this is also off to Honolulu as Hawaiian 51. It's a Friday, the only day where they do 2 daily flights. A Japan Airlines 744 off to Taipei, a brand new Singapore Airlines A380-800 off to Singapore. I know Singapore to JFK is not a route yet, but with the return of the A350-900 LR variant, which Singapore Airlines have been talking a lot about, maybe we'll see these 2 cities connected again. And next to that, just for some scale, a 737-900ER compared to the A380, and again, absolutely crazy the size difference. This is also a 737-900ER, and this is off to Cincinnati. It's going to have a quick flight over to Cincinnati, and it's just loading on its last few passengers before pushback. Okay, if we shift across the whole way to the other side, or Terminal 1, you'll recognize this terminal. It's the existing New York, and ignore Zurich, it's actually New York. Starting off, we have a South African Airways A340-600 operating as Springbok off to Johannesburg, South Africa. Moving along, we have another American 777-200ER. This is on a seasonal route to Venice, and it's just loading up its last few passengers. A Mammoth A380-800, this time with Qantas off to Sydney via LAX. And another A380-800, this time Malaysian Airlines or MAS, and this is an A380-800, like I said, off to Kuala Lumpur. So I think this is really cool. This corner is looking amazing. 3 A380s, and it's starting to look a lot like the real JFK, which is just absolutely crazy. Next to that, we have an Emirates A380-800, and this is operating as EK207. It's just arrived, and that will be off to Dubai a few hours after the 777-300ER, and then a Cathay Pacific 777-300ER off to Hong Kong, also a new model, and I think it just looks amazing. Very simple. If you didn't watch my other video, I did a video on that while I was flying into darkness. A brand new 787-9 with Virgin Atlantic, and that is off to London. Strong links between them and Delta with their new codeshare agreements over flights between London and JFK. And Air Asia X A330-300, that's also going to be off to Kuala Lumpur. And lastly, a third American 777-200ER off to Dublin in Ireland. So that concludes all the planes at the gate. If I can shift across to the runway, we are starting with a British Airways A319 operating as an A318 with all business class seats on board. A Delta, and that's off to London City. Another Delta 737-900ER off to Austin, Texas, getting ready for departure. Spirit of Seattle livery. And then behind that, another Continental 757-200ER that's actually operating with United, and that is off to Los Angeles for one of their last flights out of JFK. If we jump across to the other runway, we start off with the Cargo B. I just showed you that Edelweiss taxiing. That's a 743. A Swiss A330-300 just being followed up by the Edelweiss plane, both headed for Zurich, Switzerland, and then an A330-200 an A330-200, and an A330 and a 767-300ER, sorry about that, with United in the RetroStar Alliance livery. Just in for some maintenance. All those aircraft just getting a look at. A third or fourth Delta 737-900ER, a quick trip to Atlanta. On 27 left, next up is China Airlines, just getting people on board for its flight. I hope you enjoyed this airport update. I tried to speak through the planes quickly because there was 35 aircraft in this update, and I didn't want to drag the video on for so long. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button. Bye.